What up? Coming at you. Got 32 minutes on my phone to record, so hopefully we can keep it in a half an hour today. No guarantees. Brought my PSL out. Got some of these targets at 25 yards approximately. I've got some cast loads. Some more little gun stuff. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Basically gridded the thing up. And then tell you how much charges in each one. It's little gun powder, large pistol, Magnum, CCI, 350 primers, 311, 299 Lyman, bullet mold, size to 312 with gas check, and straight beeswax as lubricant for the bullet. They're approximately 200 grains. Before you finish them, I weighed them. They're like half a grain below 200, and after I finish them, they're 205. So I'm gonna put it at 200, and that's what I have my whiz bang chronograph set to. And I've got one magazine, some Zeiss cleaning patches. Got my earplug. Anyways, I always use foam earplugs because they have a higher decibel rating for noise reduction. Even though your noise reduction happens, it still can damage your ears. And I've noticed my ears, because I have tinnitus, I noticed my ears ringing really aggressively after shooting a day without a suppressor. That's why I always advocate for a suppressor if you can. If not, you do what you got to do. But so I tore my EP5 off of this, or the EP5 out of the mount, and hopefully you can see this all right. Tore the EP5 out of the mount, and so I've ordered another. Let me find the rest here real quick. I ordered another scope ring uniset, a one-piece adapter basically, and with that one-piece adapter, it has 20 MOA built into it. I was having problems with elevation on it. So basically, real quick, while I'm walking around, and I hope it records it fairly well here. Yeah, okay. I have my G3 still. I just don't want to mess with it anymore. It's kind of not really worth filming for me. So I've moved on to this PSL. The G3, there we go, that'll work. The G3, I'm getting bored of it type shit, right? So I'll move to this. And what I want to do with this is, it's got a thin barrel. They're known not to be accurate. I want to see if this particular one is accurate. So what I thought I was going to do is buy some Lapua brass, right? And with Lapua brass and Sierra 312 or 311 174 grain hollow point boat tails Match Kings, I was going to put the Lapua brass with those Match Kings and some Stayball match powder and whatever primer I could get a hold of, and try to load little batches of high quality ammunition, so that way I can save more money. Because the G3, if I went out for a range day, I was burning at least 200 rounds just being a Salters type roll, trying to train that a little bit. Not saying that I am an assaulter, but I'm just saying I'm just a truck driver for the Army, so I don't even worry about combat. I just, do this as a thought experiment and a thought exercise and something to do. So it's not real serious, but anything you do with anything dangerous like this can turn serious real quick if you have the right conditions met, legally or otherwise, right? As seen by like the FRT case and stuff, where people were just doing the same thing I'm doing, but with those fancy triggers, and then all of a sudden they're in hot water. Which I just heard the other day that they injuncted or whatever, they stopped the ATF from enforcing their regulations on it for now, because the court said that it was legal for the lower courts, but the Supreme Court hasn't actually ruled on it. So right now I'm the only one at the range, so bear with me. But I rattle, I rant on about weird shit, because you know it's hard to keep a train of thought a lot of the times for me personally. But basically, I was going to make high quality ammunition in small batches. Okay, so I'm going to start off with 17.5 grains of little gun. And I'm going to talk while I'm testing. Let's see here. Put that about there. Yeah, see if that'll pick it up here. I'm going to do one shot. Let me make sure that my K&S piston is completely closed here. It's got rust on it. It's got a decent amount of rust on it. For surface rust. It wipes off with the hand. My rifle rusted. I never shot any corrosive ammunition out of this that I knew of. That's interesting. I haven't cleaned it for shit either. But I was going to make some high quality ammunition that hopefully would shoot really well. So that way I could then do some patience training with marksmanship. As in, lay down, stare at a 500-yard steel gong for 10 minutes or so. And then with a partner, I would get the go-ahead to shoot at it, you know, a spotter partner or whatever. Get the go-ahead to shoot at it, and then I'd only have, say, 10 seconds to shoot at it after staring at it for 10 minutes, or, you know. And I wanted the high-quality ammunition because I wanted to see what's possible with a thin barrel and these, and, you know. But by the time I got around to actually wanting to load for it and do shit for it and getting everything around for it, Lapua had run out of brass for this. So I only have a bunch of PPU brass. PPU brass is not bad brass. It's just, it's not Lapua, and Lapua is the best of the best, right? And that's what I was wanting to get after. So let me check my viewfinder real quick here, and then we'll get started. Yeah, there we go. So Lapua brass cannot be had right now. So what I'm going to end up doing for now, until Lapua brass comes back, if they ever do come back, if I get the notion that they're not going to come back like in seriousness, because I really don't think they're going to come back right now, because they're on Midway USA, they're out of stock, no back order. So they might have just stopped producing the stuff altogether. I don't know. So that's the interesting part, is they could have just stopped producing it all the way. And if they did, I'm going to have to readjust my goals, right? So I don't mind spending a bunch of money on a big name brand brass, big name brand quality bullets, and decent powder and primers. I have a problem somehow in my brain. Something says you better not spend 40 cents a bullet for a common hunting bullet. It's just not worth it. I don't know why, because I was gonna, instead of buying Sierra Match Kings, I was gonna load PPU with the 175 grain or 174 grain round nose interlock bullet. I've had good look out of that out of a little Lee Enfield I used to have, and other stuff. It actually improved how it handled and whatnot. So I was gonna load it like that, but all right, all the way closed. Here goes nothing. 17.5 grains. Reset the trigger. Did not kick the piece of brass out. 16-18. Let me go. How is the pressure on that? Flattened the primer, but didn't crater. All right, let's go 18. This is going to be a fairly quick test. Now, I had wanted to go clear up to 22 grains, but I noticed my little powder bar on my Dylan. It's got real unstable, and these loads might not be exactly the grainage I'm stating, just for the simple fact that I only loaded 5 rounds of each subdivision, and for that powder measure, you need more than that to get it to stabilize. Okay, that one was on paper. It was low left. All right. That one seemed like it almost cycled. All right, let's go with 18.5 grains. The primers are good. I'll show the primers all at once. I'll show that there's probably not going to be any problems. So basically what I did is I loaded, that was 1657 feet per second. When I say a number, that's the feet per second off my chronograph. So what I was doing is I would adjust my powder measure, and when it read like the same grainage like 2 or 3 times in a row, I'd stop. And because otherwise you're just going to be there all day. So that's why I say it might not be exactly accurate. Hit relatively in the same spot. That had a lot more kick. That was 1696. And it did not kick the piece of brass out. It's just a long action this thing has to go through to actually hit the fucking... It's got a steel... right here, it's got a steel plate jutting into the action that the brass has got to hit for it to clear, and it's fairly long. It's not like precision mount or precision small tolerance type action where it has to. So this one is number 4, 19 grains of little gun. That kicked out. Hell yeah. Ooh, that's hot too. Hot to the touch. All right. I'll show you this one. That one was 1730. That was an average or kinetic energy. Well, that might not be that particular shot. Oh, come on, focus, you fuck. I don't remember it being fucked up on the rim there, but you can see no real pressure signs. Let's shoot another one of those. I'll load the 4 in the magazine and see what it does. I'm getting strikes on the so my scope is a Russian scope. It's set at 200 meters, and I'm getting strikes at 25 yards here on the paper. So let me load this. But anyways, like I was saying, if I can't get the Lupura brass and I don't want to spend 40 cents on average bullets just to load PPU brass, which PPU is an acceptable brass, it's just not top of the top, right? So if I have a problem with it, why not just load cast and get cast to cycle to where I can just get any old brass, load up a load that'll cycle and function, and just have a bunch of plinket ammo and get some actual rounds through this thing to actually train with it a bit. I've never shot any corrosive that I know out of it, and that was the first time I've ever seen any rust on this thing. And I think it was actually, I think it sat in the truck overnight, and that's why. So let me start a new session. In session, okay. New session, rifle 17 to 500. Enter weight of your projectile to get accurate kinetic energy values. Yes, 200 grains, even. 5 to 15 inches from the muzzle. So we're going to go about there. I'm going to check my viewfinder right quick. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. So we've got Yep, we got 4, 3 in the magazine, 1 in the tube. This has got a Chip McCormick trigger in it, one of the Yellow Jackets, the Elite 2.0. $17.34. Click no bang, stovepipe. Just didn't come out all the way. Chewed up the brass a bit. We may have to go to 19.5 grains to get a round that cycles well. Yeah, stovepipe. Okay, so we're on the edge. So, ow, 19 grains is right on the edge. I'll probably ruin every one of these pieces of brass just about. Well, that one wasn't too bad. Ow, it's hot, 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 fuck. Nope. All right. Yeah, I'm getting some brass shavings on the edge of the chamber here. Let's see if I can pick it out with my... $17.27. We'll shoot this last shot up. See if it will. Chamber, because I got it. No, it will. Okay. We'll see. Alright, it didn't come out that time. When I'm finger fucking this thing, I'm looking for that bolt hold open to try to push it open, to hold the bolt open. So, 4 shots, your average is... Let me see. Okay. Session summary. That's not that bad for a sample size of 4. It could be a lot worse with cast bullets. So let me end this one. New session, rifle. Do yes, 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 yes. There we go. Let me check the next. Pull it just barely off the screen here. Check the next lot, which would be 5, which is 19.5. Let's see if we get consistent cycle. I may be a little hot on this one. I don't know. We'll find out. Should be safe. Let me check the bolt face here. That looks fine. All right. So I'm just going to load all 5 here. Well, evidently 3. All right. Let me post a new target. I'll pause it and I'll come back. All right. So I posted a new target a little bit to the right of the other one. It's overlapping. I looked at the bullet holes. None of the bullet holes look like they're unstable with this particular rifle. So this magazine has a little bit of a slope on the back tab, so it doesn't like to click in there. You know, it just kind of bleh. But you can tell it's in there and it's locked by testing it. All right. Let me turn this a bit here. Just being picky. See what this does. 19.5 grains. Cycled. Seeing the brass case come out. 1792. Oh, that's right where you want to be, it looks like. It's what this is handgun primers, so they're a little softer than rifle primers, and the center crater is just now starting to come back towards the firing pin. The very center of the crater is. So it's pushing a little bit of pressure still back out, and it's getting the casing extremely hot, but it'll work. Didn't load the next cartridge here. My scope is at 2 and 0, 2 elevation, 0 windage. Click, no boom. I think I'm in the realm where I'll cycle it out, but I'm not. Evidently, you got to go even further back to cycle a new one in. So I may have to start switching to rifle primers to get this done, and do rifle primers only for these cast bullets here. So far, one right on top of another, not touching though. Not really shooting for too much. See, yeah, no, did not pick it up, but it did extract it and eject it. Yeah, click, no boom. It looked like the last one there. Let me see if I can get you a picture of what it's starting to look like here. Now, I'm not liable for whatever you do, just like you're not liable for whatever I do. See how that primer is not a complete bowl? It's starting to look like a nipple in there, and there's just a little bit of a chasm around the nipple inside the dent. So it's not yet, and this is CCI primers. These are hard cut primers for a regular primer. It's not too bad just yet. Let me go ahead, and I'm going to push my luck today, and I'm going to shoot. The 6 is 20 grains, because it may end up being that's where I go. Come on. All right, I'm just going to load 3 because that's all I can get out of there. That's plenty anyways. So yeah, if I'm going to load cast, I might as well get them to cycle. So that way it's actually has a little bit of trending value. Anyways, I'm going to pause this real quick, go put a new target up and show you the old target. That was just the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shot group. at 25 yards with that last grainage. I'm going to post, you know, the other ones are stable as well. So it looks like all these are straight. I'll have to do more looky-looing to see what's going on. I'll post a new target up here. All right, so my new target is posted just on top of everything else because I'm trying to be as quick as possible. I was able to get all the 5 rounds in the magazine and out of the box, so I'm going to do 5 rounds here. Let me, real quick. So, average of the last one, which was 5, was 19.5 grains of little gun. Magnum pistol primer, large pistol primer. Average is 1791. Even kinetic energy of 1420 foot-pounds. A power factor of 357.7. New session, rifle, 17. Yep. All right. Let's see what this will do. $18.09. Let me read that real quick. It chucked it out right on my other targets here. Oh! I only really needed 1 shot. This is extremely hot, so I'm gonna pause it and then I'll let it cool. Okay, that was the last shot I took just now before I paused it. It's cooled down, but see how much that's coming back up. So I'm gonna shoot the rest of those. Probably shouldn't, but I'm going to. It did not pick up a round. Let's check to see if it just was a fluke that it didn't pick up a round, or if it's going to consecutively do that. I'm going to put it really in my shoulder here and grab hard on it. Click, no bang. All right. That was 1813. That primer looked a lot better here. Let me shoot the next one here. 1825. Hey, we got it to cycle fully on that. All right, I need 20 grains of consistent powder to cycle. Click, no bang. That was 5 shots anyways. Doesn't go back far enough to lock, but we got a success. They're just fucking hot for these primers. So I'm gonna have to shoot rifle primers. They're probably generating 30,000 to 40,000 PSI. Probably right close to 40,000, honestly, because if you look at any of the... Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna pause this, let this cool, and then show you. So that's the group we just shot. There's my knuckle. My knuckle's about 1.25 inches. You know, about 3 inches from my finger at 25 yards. Boop. So here's the brass we just shot, right? So we got 17.5, 18, 18.5, 19, 19.5, and 20. And I stopped at 20 because 20 was the last one. And it's not wanting to fucking focus. Hold on. Yeah. So, boop, 20. 20 was the last one that my powder, that I noticed my powder measure is consistently somewhat giving me good charges. And you can tell through the primers here, it's not 100% consistent. And as well, it is too much pressure for these primers. I'm pretty sure if you look at that size of that primer pocket, and you look at the size of the dirty ass unmolested one, slightly bigger, like it's got plastic deformation in it. But anyways, so that last 5-shot group was this for 20 grains of little gun, fit okay. Oh. Goes this hard. There you go. Anyways, thanks for watching. You stuck around the whole half an hour. I appreciate it. I'm really enjoying this rifle. I really like this Russian scope. It's a little yellowed on the inside. Anyways, you don't need to see that. But it's a little yellowed and my target's right there standing up. And I'm able to hit center target at 200 on the sight setting up here. And zeroed right there and cheap little bullets. So anyways, toodles, have a good day.